Egypt says it has reached full sufficiency in wheat seeds. The planting season for the country's most wanted crop begins in a couple of weeks. Egypt is the world's largest wheat importer, with concerns rising over speculated increase in wheat demand this year. Some Egyptians have been trying to experiment with planting the crop twice a year in the warm North African nation. Here is CGTN's Adel Mahrouky with more.
The wheat seeding season usually starts in November. Egypt's Agriculture Ministry this week announced that its 2017-2018 production season saw 1.6% increase compared to the previous year. Egypt plants more than 3 million acres of wheat and produces 8.6 million tons annually. That's less than half of the domestic consumption. For years, Egypt has been looking for ways to multiply its production.
Studying the nations we import wheat from, we found out that cooled seeds grow quickly. I tried to replicate the conditions in Russia and Canada. I put the wheat seeds in fridges and planted them across Egypt. The experiment has cut the wheat cycle to just 90 days instead of 6 months.
The government has been testing this wheat plantation method. Recently, the Agriculture Ministry has officially labeled it a failure.
Planting the cooled seed in Egypt's relatively warm soil has produced diseases. Last year, the country saw widespread yellow fungus rust in domestic wheat because of the trials to plant wheat twice, along with trying the new strain which farmers claimed to quadruple the production. The result was that the productivity and the quality of both were affected.
My vision was to primarily save water because of the troubles we were facing. The plan was to reschedule the plantation of some crops. We can plant clover in September, then plant wheat from February. That will free up double the land used to plant each of them and could cover Egypt's wheat needs.
Egypt imports more than 10 million tons of wheat annually. Some international entities expect the country's demand on imports will increase to 12.6 million tons by 2020. While planting wheat twice a season has so far produced more damage than benefits, enthusiasts say the government should not give up. To increase the wheat production, the Agriculture Minister's research centers work continuously to produce new strains of wheat and test them across the country. Since the 1970s, this technique has so far tripled the wheat production. But in recent years, there hasn't been any significant leaps. Adel, Mahrouky, CGTN, Cairo.